Mérida, Mexico right now. Me and my beautiful daughter are on our way to grab a couple things from 7-Eleven. Sevo, I like to call it. Mama, remember you listening to Daddy? You listening to Daddy? Say what's up. Okay, remember you gotta listen to Daddy. Let's go. Now we are live from Mérida, Mexico, and I've been having, well, today at least. Um, don't walk over that with those keys, please. Some slight complications with the internet, so I'm connected to my hotspot on my phone. And long story short, I haven't went live today, but as you know, we are on a 90-day run to go live, to show up every day. It's really not to go live. It's just the live is just there um, to be a receipt, right? So that you can look, anybody can look back. I can look back and see that I showed up every single day. No, come on, we're almost there. Let's go. We showed that I showed up every single day. That's all the live is. But we're on a 90-day run. The 90-day run. You want to stay here? You don't want to go with me? Okay, give me the keys. Let's go. Come on. What is it, too hot or something?
Yes.
You can't endure the heat. It's just a little bit. You sure you don't want to go with me? You want to go back home?
Yes.
Why don't you just go with me? Why don't you just go with me?
I don't know.
You don't want to? Okay, whatever. Anyways, we're on a 90-day run to show up every day, put in the work, period. Like, that's what the 90-day is, right? 3 months, a quarter at a time. We do that 4 times, and then we do, and really do that over and over and over again. Now, that's big for me, and the reason that I've been showing up every day is because what's helping me show up every single day is, one, well, I'm not new to the real estate industry, but one is the new opportunity definitely gave me some motivation and inspiration and a little bit of energy, so everybody kind of gets that excitement in the beginning, that emotional high. So that definitely kicked it off. But we are 30 days in, and I've showed up every single day, every single business day, and I've put in some work on the weekends too. And now that we're here from in Mérida, Mexico, I'm still showing up. Yes, I'm working out the kinks, but and the goal is just to be consistent. That's it, right? And that's not it. I'm sorry, I take that back. Mama's back. She's staying here. The goal is not to just be consistent, okay? Being consistent is a must. It's a requirement. It's not a goal, right? The goal is to fucking be a fucking monster, to be a beast, to become a beast, right? To be a force to be reckoned with, to be a fucking known name, to be able to provide for your family, for yourself, a lifestyle that is sustainable, right? To have 5 years of savings saved up so that you don't have to fucking worry about anything. Those are the goals. But what's required is to show up every day and do the work. And that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Because I may not be able to go live stream me making all my phone calls how I was. But what is required is that I'm showing up, right? And accountability. So within the team, we do accountability, and so I'm still keeping track of my KPIs, my numbers, my phone calls, offers, and contracts. So if I get a contract, we're good to go. If I get a contract today in the morning, I'm good to go. I have less that I have to really worry about. If I don't get a contract, my goal is to make 8 offers. 8 offers for the day. If I don't get to 8 offers, I should be making as many dials as it takes to get to 8 offers. right? But based on the goals that I have set for myself, um, we're looking at 200 dials. So anyways, I really needed to come on here because today's day 30 and I need a live stream and I need to upload something, right? So I'm working. I think I'm 3 or 4 offers in, right? It's 12 o'clock. Sun is high up in the sky and I still have more work to do. Now today I've been making the goal every day to get a contract, but I realize that if I get a contract, I'll take it easy for the rest of the day, right? And I don't necessarily want to do that. So I want to feel like I'm working. I don't want to feel guilty is what I'm trying to avoid. And even though I got a contract on Friday, because that's what I did on Friday, I was banking and betting that I was going to get a contract signed in the evening. Me and the seller had already agreed on the price. So I said, okay, cool. And I didn't do anything for that day in terms of real estate. And so I did a couple things, right? But I let my mind go, you know, from the real estate, and I just spent time with my family, helped. There was some things going on Friday, so, I just did that and focused on that. Now, why am I on here? I'm on here to talk about what it really feels like to remind myself, remind others what it really feels like to show up every single day. I'm only 7 minutes in, so what it feels like every single day to show up, okay? It's not always gonna feel good, right? Just let that simmer. Because regardless, you have to be there. You still have to show up. You still have to put in the work. Now, there's gonna be many things that help you push through, okay? And this is as much for me as it is for the next person, right? This soapbox, right? Is there's gonna be things that help us get through and push through those times where it's difficult, it's hot as fuck outside, and you just want to go relax, you want to go do other shit. Just continue to push through, really dive into your work, and before you know it, time will start going by. And listen, we don't have to be super strict on ourselves, okay? Have fun. Now, let me give you some examples of what I mean by that so that maybe you can get a little creative in your situation, right? Now, when I worked 9 to 5, right, I also had to say, look, I had to take my job serious. Yes. I had to show up every day. Yes. I had to be professional, on time, and accountable. Of course, absolutely. But I also knew how to have fun, right? So what did that look like in a 9 to 5 situation where you got to show up every day and there's people around you? Well, look, make friends with people around you, right? To help time go by. Do whatever you can while putting in the work, because putting in the work does help time go by. But do other things that are really enjoyable, that maybe give you a mental break sometimes, that also help the time go by. Now, this may sound like some stupid shit to some people, right? Because I will also say, sometimes you're just going to be dialed in. You need to be dialed in for the entire day. And I'm not just talking about the minimum 6, 7, 8 hours, 9 hours. I'm talking about 10 hours, 11 hours all day where you're dialed in, just dialed in. Now, does every day have to look like that? Maybe. Now, you should always be dialed in. But what I mean is, you might look back and say, fuck, yesterday, I don't even remember taking a lunch. I don't even remember taking a break. I think I went to the bathroom once, and before you knew it, the sun was down, and I was going home, and it was 7 o'clock. Okay? Those are very good days. Those are very productive days. And a lot of times, you'll look back, and you won't even complain about it, right? Now, those are the kind of days that maybe were filled with a lot of action, right? And so you weren't really irritated. You weren't really, it wasn't necessarily really challenging for you to push through the day because it was action packed. Like action packed movies keep your attention always, right? it's those slow dramas that maybe take a long time for the movie to get started. That you lose your attention, right? They lose your attention. But action-packed movies, if they're made right, they have your attention from beginning to end, right? So our days aren't going to look like that every single day. But if you do have those days, those are good days. Those are very efficient, dialed in, focused, nothing but work days. Now, look at me. Why am I even on a stream on a work day? 10 minutes. Shouldn't I be fucking dialed in and working and focused? Absolutely. I will never disagree with that, right? Um, it all comes back to setting a standard for yourself and having forming some real accountability around those standards and goals. Now, I'm talking about accountability where other people are involved, right? Not just yourself. So I got a team around me, right? Um, it comes back to having a standard and building some accountability around that, and just hitting your goals and then having some grace with yourself. Okay, so right now, I already know, like, today is a work day. I'm gonna be working all day. The nanny is here to help with my daughter. She's here for another 5 hours. So the next 5 hours, I'm gonna be focused. Am I gonna step away from my laptop? Of course. But I know that I'm gonna be dialed in. I'm gonna be efficient. I'm gonna be making offers. I'm gonna be making phone calls. Be doing follow-ups. I'm gonna get a contract today. I'm gonna get 2 contracts signed today. Speaking that into existence, it's gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't have to fucking. And Joey was just saying this. He's like, every day doesn't have to be a fucking all-out war, right? For you to be successful, it doesn't have to be an all-out war every single day. You don't have to fucking work 12 hours every single day to be able to say, like, I busted my ass and I worked my ass off. You understand? I worked my ass off. Am I? and then but I will say, I also do a lot of other things. Maybe not a lot of other things, but I'm in the lab, bro. Like, when I'm working, I'm in front of my laptop for hours, making phone calls, making offers. Then I step away, take a break. Then I'm back in the lab. So I work my ass off, brothers. I mean, can't nobody tell me otherwise. Do I take more breaks than I need? Of course. Of course. I'm not claiming to be better than the next man and to say I worked harder than this nigga next to me or the brother next to me or the sister next to me or the lady next to me, whatever, right? I'm not even claiming that. I'm just doing what I need to do to provide for me and my family. And I know I need to do more. So ramping it up 10x, of course, man. Like, always do more. Always set a higher standard. We don't operate on minimums over here. All right, man, your boy's gonna tap in. Today's the 30th Monday, and we'll see if we can start up the stream later on so y'all can catch me making some phone calls. I'll end this.